Hello, LTEC family. My name is Jimmar Wilson. Really excited to share with you my final project for this course. My final project is titled Digital Tools for Classroom Management. And let me get into a little bit of an agenda so you get an idea what I'm looking to cover with you guys tonight. So I'm going to start off by talking about the focus of my project, give you an idea of what I'm looking to do, what I'm looking to accomplish, and what I'm hoping teachers take away from the project. I'm going to talk about my audience. So like I said, teachers, we're going to talk about some things that I have in the website that hopefully addresses and engages this audience. Going to talk about some of the things I found in the research that I did to put this project together, and some of the resources that I have to make sure that I'm reaching the audience that I mentioned earlier. And lastly, going to talk about some of the multimedia. Going to show you some of the tools and things I have in place on this website to make this presentation and project as engaging as possible. So without further ado, let's hop right into my website. So here we are. Like I said, my title is Digital Tools for Classroom Management. A little bit of background on why I chose this topic. I am a teacher, love the classroom, love working with students, but that was not always the case. Early on, it was a challenge finding ways to keep students engaged and behaving correctly and on task and doing the things I needed them to do to be successful. So I was really excited for this project because gave me an opportunity to research some of the digital tools that are out there to help classroom management be successful for teachers. So I'm going to scroll down the page here a little bit. This is meant to really give people viewing this website an opportunity to see who I was hoping would benefit from this website. You'll see administrators, teachers, maybe it's not working with kids, maybe it's working with adults and training professionals, and really anyone who considers themselves to be part of the education community I was hoping would benefit from this site. So I'm going to click right here. This is going to walk us through where the website really begins. And this is an intro into classroom management. And from the research and from my experience, that I found there really are two main domains, two main considerations that teachers need to have, educators need to have when looking to address classroom management. That's classroom structure and a learning environment. I'm going to go into a little more detail about those both in a little bit. That's what this particular page is focused on, though, is really explaining those considerations, why they're important. I'm going to click on next here. This is going to take us to really understanding what classroom management is. You see I have it titled Classroom 101. I'm going to talk about some of the multimedia now here. I have a video that's going to give people who view this website an idea to understand their classroom management style. And this really opens up with some of the research that I found. And Erfsten, and Weinstein did a research study and found that really classroom management includes the actions that teachers take to create an environment that supports and facilitates academic and social emotional learning. And that's really what this website is about, helping teachers to take the steps to create these kind of environments and these kind of social emotional learning experiences for their students. Down here I get into another video explaining how if classroom management is not in place, some of the negative effects, some of the negative consequences. And then I get into some of the research. A couple interesting facts I point out here. 25% of first-year teachers leave the profession. And a lot of that is because of the stress that goes into teaching without a lot of classroom management, that goes into a lot of the headache and burnout that can come when teachers aren't able to manage their classrooms successfully. So have some more facts and statistics and research to substantiate that claim. So from here, after we get a basic understanding of what classroom management is, we go into understanding why technology is such an important tool to facilitate this classroom management. So I have a video here which really kind of explains some of the reasoning and thoughts behind technology being a resource in facilitating classroom management. Have some information here explaining more specifically some of the research that is behind technology and its use in the classroom. You see Crippen and Brooks did a study in 2001 and Matawala in 2007 that explains that technology helps to advance and continue to provide educators with more affordable, effective, and efficient devices and services to help learners. I have another video here that really talks about some of the things that can happen to improve classroom management when digital tools are introduced. Just a nice overview of some of the things that teachers have experienced when using classroom management tools. Get into some more facts from EdTech Magazine about technology in the classroom, and then we transition to a opportunity to actually see tech in the classroom. So I'm going to click here. And this is where we get into kind of the meat of the project, if you will. And this is where teachers will find ways and opportunities to see how classroom structures can be enhanced and supported by technology. So open up here with an idea of what classroom structure is. We go down into some of the research again and talking about seating arrangements and some of the things teachers can do and should do to make sure their classrooms are structured appropriately. We get into some of the additional research. So Grimman, Vandenberg, and Sagers did a research study and found that teachers who consider location, the location of their students' interaction, and locations to reduce distractions really were the most successful teachers. And I have a couple of videos here to help teachers facilitate that part of the process. And then I get into some resources that will help teachers to design their classroom with seating charts, with seating chart apps, with a site called Mega Seating Plan, which really helps them to create and generate seating charts. And then some additional seating charts. Now these are all free and give teachers an opportunity to design their classrooms instead of using traditional pen and paper, but with actual technology. From here we go to tech and learning environments. Now this is the second function of classroom management. Teachers really need to understand how important positive learning experiences are to their student success. This video highlights and explains some of the ways that digital learning environments can help support their teachers. This comes from Clark County, and this is just a kind of an overview and outline and showcase of some teachers' experiences using digital technology. And then this here talks about the science. So positive emotions derived from positive stimuli help promote the brain, to pursue wider ranges of thoughts and actions. Definitely important when thinking about cognition. And then we get into some ways that technology can help support positive experience. One of those ways is through gamification. And research suggests that gamification can increase engagement, retention, and increase problem-solving skills. So definitely some very important and beneficial educational implications there. So from there, the website points out and identifies some awesome technology to help support positive experiences in the classroom. So Classcraft is a website and a program that helps students engage through competition. What's great about this website is it's not tied to any particular content. Playbrighter works similarly. It's an opportunity for students to compete, create characters, and get points and advance based on their behavior in class. Goose Chase is a digital scavenger hunt. And then lastly, Minecraft Education builds on the Minecraft game that is so popular, but focuses more on education as a way to help students connect and engage in the classroom. So the site closes with references to identify some of the places I've received information, some of the sources that I've used. Definitely important to make sure that I highlight and have a page for these. So that really is where my course winds up. I do have a forum for teachers to kind of connect and to help build on some of the things they learn in the website, share their thoughts, come together, just as a kind of help teachers join in this united front with classroom management. I'm going to head home here. Really, again, that's my site. The purpose was to help teachers understand and identify some digital tools to help support their classroom management growth. I think this site does a pretty good job of doing that. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to share my project. Enjoy your night.